Hello everyone, this is a game called Software Company and it's in early access. This was released on the 13th of April 2023 and I want to thank the devs for sending me a key. So let's get into this. So first of all I'm going to go to the options. We're going to turn the music off because in case of copyright issues. We'll leave the sound fully. Let's just whack everything high. So we don't want the tutorials on because I have had a look at this game. I don't know what this maximum pedestrians does, to be honest with you. So we'll leave it on 10 at the moment. I've got everything on 4K. So we've done that. We'll create new game. Going on to this now. Let's have a look. Let's put bold. And we need a first name, and let's put O. There we go. Enable tutorials, no. Randomize AI companies, yeah, let's just do that. Studio's name is going to be Bold Games, Games, Z, sorry. Select your country is USA or China. So we'll pick USA, and normal, easy or hard. Now the difference between this is if you go on easy level you get 10 out of 30 to move around on your player stats. If you do it on normal you get 7 out of 27, and if you do it on hard you get 2 out of 22. So let's do it on easy level just so we can have a bit more play. So what we'll do is programming. I'll leave my sound on there. Graphics and design, we'll do that. We can boost the sound up a bit now. There we go. And let's just do programming there. There we go. Styles, different characters, as I'm showing now. Again, we need players with bold head if possible. So developers, if you are going to watch this, we need a choice where we can have a bold-headed developer. If it's needed, if we see this the character in the game, it'd be nice to do that. Styles are just different colours of the skin, I believe. So, yes it is, yes. And yes, male or female. Sadly no bald-headed people. Oh, is that a bald-headed guy? Oh, sort of. Okay. Right, let's start the game. So again, I've taken the tutorial off because I have had a quick go on this just to make sure everything was hunky-dory. There will be a lot of waiting and quietness, but in the video that you're going to be watching now, hopefully there will be a lot of short cuts, saves you waiting around. This, which is popping up on the left hand side, just tells you about other developers, what's happening in their life, and so on and so on. You've got a clock speed down here, you've got the date, the time, and your money, which is $28,400. Up on the right hand side shortly when I start creating a game, you'll see a SNES or NES joypad, little joypad, and when that fills up to a certain color that means the game developing is finished. So in the meantime we'll get down here and we will open this up now. And then we've got the create a project down here, we've got contracts, we've got staff overview, which is just me at the moment, I think. Oh, and we have got Joe Walter, which is another programmer. The more programmers you have, the more money it's going to cost you, and etc., etc. Search for new staff. You can do that by whatever you want, if you want them to do programming, and so on and so on. Then you've got the overall and statistics about what you've done. Of course, I haven't done nothing at the moment. A banking. Again, nothing will show up because I've not started yet. Marketing and advertising, again, depends what games you want. You can choose on a game development, and then you can use billboards or radio commercials. Again, money, it costs money. So until you have a load of money, it's really not worth doing any of this at the moment. Research and development, you've got a tree here. And again, though, until things start picking up, you can't... you know, research costs is like 100 grand and so on for different items. I've only got 28,000. So again, you can develop new things. It's a lot of in-depth, but you need money. And as you know, with with these sort of games, you start off with nil points and you have to build up. And then you've got UGN, which is, it's just like a website or a paper review of everything else that's closing down. Instead of electronic arts, it's electronic smarts, and so on and so on. And you can read the reviews, game charts, and so on and so on. So without a thing, we'll go down to create a new project. So again, like most of the other games that I've looked at and you've either played, you can type in whatever you want to create a name. For this purposes, I'm going to just roll the dice here, and we're going to call it the Poor Independent Duty. I don't know what the hell that means or what that sounds like, but it doesn't sound very good to me. But we're going to use it. We're going to do an adventure game again on these. Now you can drop the down box and you can scroll, whatever you want to do. We'll do an adventure game. The subgenre, let's say an adventure game, we could do a VR experience, but I think this is early 1982, and I don't think VR was made then. So let's just say it's a role-playing game. It's nothing to do with aeroplanes. So let's say it's a zombie apocalypse kind of world. And if it goes by the game size in most of other games, when you're starting out, really C, because a B's pretty good, B+. And a AAA game, of course, we're not one of those. So let's just go for a C. It's not going to be marketed for kids or everyone. It's going to be mainly adults. And then PC market share developed for you get more percentage for doing the market share, so we'll leave it on that. Price of the game, as you know, depending on the rating, if it was a AAA game you could put it as $50 to $70, but as it's not going to be a AAA game, you might as well put it as a C, which is going to be $8 to $12. I'm going to do $5 because it's not going to be very good. Description, walk, run, kill, things you see. There we go. Known working settings, I don't know what that is. I can't do anything on that, but that, I think that's when you do all that, it comes over here. Box art, so we've got to select this. So again, we can just change like the box. Some of you probably don't remember buying boxes. As a kid, I remember going in to different shops in my local town and buying the big boxes with a big chunky lovely smelly manual in there which tells me how to do things, compared to now you can go on YouTube and look to what you do and have a PDF of it all. But in the early days of this, it was a ginormous big telephone looking thickness of 1,000 pages of a manual to read. So we'll leave it as that. Font shape, can I change anything? Oh yeah, like that. We actually want to see what it is, so let's put it back to there where it's a bit more bolder looking. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Select engine, again this is like a game engine, so there's no like Nintendo 64, Wii or Xbox, PlayStation, so we'll just stick to this simple 3NG1N3. Select graphics, I think more you do on this, maybe not. Let's just do a text base at the moment, because it's like kind of starting off. And then now, as it's going to be text break, it's not going to be much graphics, so we'll do like 4 out of 10. So we might have a few like kind of sticks or some lines lying around. Sound we'll put to 7. Gameplay we'll do that. We'll put to 7. Content we'll do that as well. Controls we'll do 7. So we need a keyboard. We won't have a joystick because there's nothing really to move around. It'd be just keyboard, kind of like just moving a few things around. Customization, stuff like that we could do, I suppose, but I don't know what you would see on that. Character levels to upgrade your character. Yeah, you might say, do you want to wear a hat? And you put yes, and you can imagine a character wearing a hat. Password saving or checkpoints, we'll have password saving. High scores, yeah, you might want to just, I don't know, tell your friends you've got a high score. Story events, yeah. Quest, yes. And in my days, for some of you that don't remember this, there used to be games that used to be just text-based, and it would say, you've come to a bridge. Do you want to A, jump over the bridge, B, walk over the bridge, or C, go under the bridge and swim? and you'd pick A, B and C and so on and so on. Pause function, well yes, let's use that, and that's always got to be spacebar in my games that I like playing. If there's no pause function, you can always use escape, but sometimes that does not work, because if it's like in these days now, if it's a live multiplayer game, pause buttons do not work very well in that sort of stuff. Or you can pause it, but it doesn't really pause. But we'll leave it as that. Available staff is Walter or myself. Well, if I put Walter in, oh, he can make 95% on some good stuff. The sound is pretty rubbish, but if I add me in there, what does that do? Oh, does it go a bit... oh, so there's 2 of us in there, but sadly I think it's going to cost us a bloody fortune. So why don't we leave it as that? Maximum months is 9. But the more we do it, the more wages. So again, if you want to do, if you've got loads and loads of money, I've only got 28,000. If you've got loads of money, you can max this out 100% and your game's bound to be good. Sadly, I've already looked at this and had a few people come back to me. At the start of the game, this is going to cost you a fortune and put you bankrupt, and you're going to go and start again. So I'm going to say, let's go to that if we can, 5 months, and let's just see what happens. And as I told you before, up on the right hand side up here where my mouse is flashing, there is like a SNES or a NES joypad, and I'm going to speed up this clock now to 25%, well 25 times, sorry, and there's me. Looks like I've got a mask on, but it's probably a beard. And as you can see, some red now is coming round here on the little joypad here. So I've somehow glitched, and I'm going to the fridge and having a drink and coming back and working under the table. But as I said to you, this is all early access, so I'm sure these little bug fixes can do it. There's a little bloke now just coming in. Oh, he just stole something off me and just walked out. Somebody needs to do a bit of washing up over here. But we're still halfway through developing this game, and this is what you do throughout most of the game at the start, and it gets better and better as you progress. So we're in now, another guy's just come in and gone somewhere. Maybe he's used a lavatory here. Oh yeah, it is a lavatory, look, but I can't somehow... oh, there's a car there, look, garages. Okay. Ah, so people body popping. See now, straight away, Bold Games is here, and it looks like I'm in trouble already, because now it says here now I'm going to go bankrupt. So I don't know why. I don't know why I'm going to go bankrupt, but I can't even go to the bank to get a loan. Now this game alone has cost me now 8,600 quid in expenses. So let's just see if I can carry on doing it without going bankrupt. See what happens. Because I want to just go through the first year. 7 grand at the moment. So hopefully I won't go bankrupt. It's going to be a bit of a shame if I do. I know for a fact when you do the tutorial, you do not go bankrupt in that. But I could have swore I've done exactly what the tutorial does. So my game now, I think, is finished. So I'll slow down the time there, I'll pause it, and we'll have a look. We'll click on there. So, so I've used income is 9 grand. Okay, don't know what that means. Development cost me 7. Does that mean I made a profit of about 2 grand then, is it, or something? Send it for review. So I've got to carry on speeding up the time a titchy bit. So I've got $5,400 dollars, sorry. So yeah, salaries. So it's cost me a bit of, how much does it cost me? 7 grand to make then, upfront development costs, 7 grand, okay. But how much has it made me, or hasn't it made me anything? Yeah, oh, it's still in review at the moment. You've got to keep watching this little joypad at the top right hand screen. So I wonder how much it's, so 5,400. Let's see if we can speed up a titty more. The reviews are in, no, are they? Yes, yes they are. Right, while the poor independent duty has some interesting ideas, they are poorly executed and entirely make for a frustrating, unsatisfying game. So that's not very good, but there we go. So content was like 15%. Yeah, it's actually crap. That's all I can say. So we're going to sell this now and see if I made any money. What can we do on this now then? If we use that, it's going to cost us, no. Let's do the 35%. And if you do yourself, you've got to times it all and pay your own stuff for printing copies. So let's use the middle one. Let's do the 35% market share. and see what happens. It says, according to this, Electronic Smarts have just released their game Closed. It got overall abysmal reviews. Okay, so let's bring this game to market and see what happens. So now I've got $3,800 now. That's $3,800, so I've lost a bit now by doing this. Let's just speed up the time. I'm still body popping in the chair a bit if I speed up the time, look, as you can see. So again, this is a little bug because I'm sure he should be moving around a bit, maybe, I don't know. Can we speed up the time a bit more? Or, right, okay, right, okay. Oh, I don't know what that was, that flashed up. No, we don't want to see that for a minute. We want to see, your game did poor, but it did not sell any more copies. It was taken off, so, can we find out how much expenses? 1,006. So really, we lost a lot of money. Yes, we did. We lost a hell of a lot of money on this. That reminds me of that song, Things Can Only Get Better. But I don't think I can do much with $2,200. But hey ho, what can we do now? Create a new project? I think I'm going to run out of money. This, the an extra time doesn't make sense. Educational, the loud, silly rocket, a spider. Okay, let's see how far we get. A spider can be a, let's say, a tower defense game. A bit of action. No, let's, yeah, tower defense with a bit of strategy to it. And we don't want aeroplanes. I don't want to keep saying that. Theme could be I don't know, a bit of fantasy. Could we do it? No, bit of fishing. No, bit of fantasy. C plus. There we can set it for $10 to $15. So let's just see if we can do this. Let's set it for $10. Spend what you have. There we go. Background will change out. We'll just have a mess around. Just change out to that. There we go. We'll do do that, and do this. I think by maxing this out, I'm going to be in big trouble, but it's just worth a go. So let's go. It's a keyboard game. And customable, yeah, we could do that, I suppose. Checkpoints, yeah, and that's about it, I think. Let's put Walter on it. He's probably going to be better. The sound's going to be diabolical. How much is it going to? It's going to cost a lot of money in it. I've only got $600. We're going to go bankrupt, but I'm sure when you play it, you'll do better than me. Let's just start developing it. I'm going to go bankrupt, but oh, I'm already 2,400 in the red. Can I go to the bank and have any money? No, I can't. So I don't think my company is going to be very good at the moment. Electronic arts, just blah blah blah. Right, okay. This guy should be moving when he's not, so he's not typing anything. I am going to go seriously in the red. Oh, there's a bloke coming in now. Oh, there he is. That's why, because it's not me doing the game. It's this little poor chap here. I could... Oh, there we go. What was it saying now? You have mismanaged your company for far too long. It's time to end your career and let others have their chances at success, which means you lovely people watching it. So I hope you enjoyed this quick kind of look at this game. I will be having a mess around on this more and probably see if I can do it better. And I hope you enjoy this if you buy this game. It is pretty good. Again, I'm pretty rubbish at these sort of games, but I'm sure you'll do better. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.